Hey guys, one of the features I really like in Advanced Thema is the sticky CSS. I think it's underutilized because of a couple of reasons, and I'm going to look at a way of making it more useful. I'm hoping Mr. Internet himself will make this a standard feature, so it'll work a lot better than what I've implemented here. But I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So I've just grabbed a template from Brixies, chucked it into a editor, and just changed where the CSS sits a little bit. So if we head over to the three dots in the structure menu from AT, click on that, and you've got sticky CSS here. I'm just going to click on the little star to add the icon, and that's going to put this icon up here, the sticky CSS icon. So what that's going to do is if I click on that, and then I click on an element, what we get down in the structure panel is the CSS editor, which is the same as what we've got over here. Now it will tell me that the CSS tab is detected, mode switch to computed CSS, so it's only showing me the CSS here. So I've got to get out of the CSS over here, and then I can switch out of the computed CSS, and I can write my CSS here. So if I went background, red, I've got a background red right there, okay? So I can edit my CSS right here. So my only problem with this is that it is inside that structure panel, and it is only going to be the maximum width that you make that panel, and it makes your preview smaller when you do that, right? There is no way to move this anywhere else, which is the thing that I wanted to resolve. And hopefully Mr. Internet will do that because I think it's a great feature. I think he's avoiding doing that for some reasons. He doesn't want to be seen as copying others in some way. But look, at the end of the day, an editor's an editor. I think it should work as best as it should. So, mate, I'm going to encourage you, Mr. Internet, to do this. Anyway, so what do we got? We got a code snippet, which I'm going to share with you via a gist. And if I enable that, come back into our builder, and I'm just going to hit the save button there and reload. And by the way, anyone finding Bricks 2.1.3, whatever it is at the moment, getting laggier and laggier? Because I certainly am. I was working on a customer yesterday, and I just gave up because I was just it's taking me 5 times as long to do things that it should. So I'm sitting here waiting for this to reload. This is sitting on local, and it's waiting. Also find as you get a few elements on the page, it starts getting very laggy. Anyway, so I thought I'd just talk through that while I was waiting because it's quite pertinent. All right, now what we're going to see now is with our sticky CSS enabled, we now see another icon over here, which is move sticky CSS, right? So if I just click on that process card now, I see my sticky CSS down there. If I want to move it, I'm going to enable this icon, and that's going to move it underneath the preview instead. So let's go through these. If I click somewhere else, it's gone, just like the normal sticky CSS behavior. Stick into here, into the list. Let's go down to a card. Actually, you might just click on one of these cards. Where is it? Oh, that's the card there. So for example, this description. We go into there and we can see the description in there. Here's our CSS, color, red. Okay, now we've got a red description. I like working here because this fills up quite quickly in the structure panel. So I like having it over here for that reason. So the only problem I've got is that this is not perfect because I'm not hooking into the Advanced Thema original code. This is a bit of a hack to use mutation observers to listen to when there's changes here, move things around the DOM, and it's not perfect. These things here still work, so you can still go to full screen there if you want to. You can still view your computed CSS there if you want to. So all this still works. These all still work, so it's perfectly working except for one thing. There's a couple of things that have been happening. So when you resize this panel, if I resize downwards, it works perfectly, and I can see my UX settings saving down here. Sometimes it has an error. It says it's trying to save the UX settings and it won't save. It comes up with an error. I'm not sure why that is, but if you see that, I'm seeing the same thing, so don't worry about it. Now, the other thing is that when you try and resize upwards, if you go really slowly, works fine, right? Really slowly works fine. But if you go too quickly, we lose the cursor and it's gone, move out. And if I click away somewhere else, click on a different element, click back again, it's going to be at the size that I want it to. So I'll try that again, move up. That actually worked that time. I'll try moving down and up. That's moving down. Try moving up. See, I'm moving up and it just dropped. It's lost the event somehow. If I move my mouse around, it does that. But if I click out of it, go back into it, then it does save the settings. So I'm just going to go up again there, click away, click back to it. There we go. So sometimes it's going to where we want it to go, and sometimes it's not. Anyway, so that's the only issue I'm having is the only issue that's affecting the way I work. Maybe I'll just click somewhere. Maybe try that. Yeah. Anyway, it's usable, but it's not perfect. And I hope Mr. Internet fixes this and makes this a standard feature so we can disable this hack of a script to make this work. Anyway, I'm going to share this via a gist. If you use it, great. If you like this kind of thing, let me know. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, and let me know in your comments. Thanks, guys.